Hello everybody, how's it going? How goes it? What's up? Welcome back to another episode of Minecraft with RabidSmore. I was just about to do a little bit of shearing here on our sheeperfall, thinking of what I wanted to do for today's episode. So in last episode, oh wait, go. Nice, got them all so far. Although I am just spam clicking right click, so I'm kind of cheating. What's he doing? What are you doing? That's cheating. It's not supposed to... What? Oh my gosh, these guys. These sheep, I tell ya. Hi-ya! Well, that wasn't supposed to happen. Get back in there. That Enderman needs to calm down too. So anyways, guys. I was thinking of what I wanted to get done today. In last episode, we got our nether star. Nice. We got our nether star by defeating the wither, although we did die almost immediately afterwards of fighting the wither. And I was thinking that I wanted to get a beacon set up here. And let me see if I can get up top of our mountain here so I can see about where I want to be placing this beacon, because I do know I want to make the beacon how the light comes out of the top. I want it to come out of the middle of our mountain base at the top, which is probably going to be coming out of the water as well in our courtyard area. So if you're looking here, I want it to go through the center of the top here, so it's probably going to be coming out of the water in here somewhere as well. But we do have to get enough iron to make the beacon base, because they have to be built in a pyramid. And that's going to take quite a bit of iron. I already do have some cooking up here. Let's go see how much we have already. I know it's not a ton, but I would like to get a full pyramid base eventually, which is a ton of iron blocks. So we have a little bit in here. Nothing too amazing. Yeah, it looks like that was it. But yeah, I want to get our beacon set up here in our base so that it eventually, when we're going through here, we could have speed effects or haste effects, which would really help us out for building our tunnels around here, or just getting in and out. It would make it a lot nicer. Although I don't know if we are going to be able to make it look very centered in here. I guess we'll see. And I'm thinking of, once we get our beacon in here, you can put stained glass above your beacons to make them change colors. So I want to try making something like a piston system that will push the glass over the beacon light so that it keeps changing different colors, and almost like a gradient effect. You'll see what I'm talking about later on. I'll try to explain it a little better once we get it built up. And something else I wanted to do is move some more animals into our base, and I'm going to try to move the rabbits in this time. I have an idea for them. I want to try to build a rabbit village inside our base. Probably up top there where that path ends, so that we have something to do up there, and there's plenty of space up there. And I want to do kind of like a miniature village in Minecraft, so I'm going to have to design some little houses for them, or at least what looks like houses, and maybe some little pathways that go around our base, like little glass tunnels, so you can see them walking around every once in a while. So that will be fun. It'll be really cool to come up with the little houses and buildings for them. And besides that, I just want to finish up a couple projects, which this time, I always say I'm going to finish up some projects at the ends of each of the videos, but then I end up running out of time. But today I'm making sure that I don't have a lot on my plate, so that I can definitely get through and finish a couple of our projects. Because we keep getting good work done on our projects. Like, I've already gotten a good amount of work done on this wheat farm, off camera and on camera, and same with our abandoned mineshaft, or our normal mineshaft. But we never end up having enough time to finish those projects, so I made sure that we only have enough to... Oh, it's still not nighttime? I made sure that we wouldn't have too much on our plate off the beginning, so that we have time in this episode to actually go through and finish those up as well. Alright, so I was just about to finish up our beacon here. I've got all the iron that we need for it. We only needed a little bit more. I didn't have to go mine very much more. Got our obsidian as well. I only had 2 in the base, so I had to go get another one of those. And I think how we build the beacon itself is 3 obsidian on the bottom, the nether star, and then glass? Yeah, cool. Awesome. I don't really build many of these, so I don't usually remember the recipe for that, so that worked out well. But yeah, we have enough now to do at least the basic beacon for at least a level 1 buff. So I'm going to show you guys what I've already dug out here. I basically dug the tunnel all the way down where I wanted the beacon to be coming up out of the ground here. And then I dug my way back up, but I placed water down there, so we should be able to just fall to it, hopefully. Hopefully we won't just splat. Let's find out. Oh! Alright, good. Didn't explode into little pieces. That's progress. So, as you can see, I dug all the way down as far as I could here because it's usually best to have your beacon as far down as possible so that it's affecting all layers of your world, I think, because the buff that comes off of the light from the beacon is just anywhere around the light. So, it doesn't matter where your actual beacon is, I don't think. We will find out later on. But I dug out the pyramid. You can see I actually found some really good stuff here that I still have to dig out. And I dug out what would be the biggest pyramid possible. So underneath your beacon block, you can put blocks of iron, blocks of gold, blocks of diamond, whatever. But it has to kind of go out in a pyramid shape from it. And from the first layer, you get basic buffs, and as you go down, you can increase the buffs that come off of your beacon. So as you can see, if all of these were blocks of iron, this would be a lot of blocks of iron. So it's going to be probably a pretty long time until we actually have a full pyramid beacon in our base, but it would be awesome to get one eventually, because that means that our buffs would be better and that they would go in a wider radius so that we would be affected anywhere we are in our base. So let's go ahead and get our beacon set up here, and then I'll have to get back out of here later on. And yeah, we got plenty of cobblestone here. So we're going to get our iron and our beacon. And our iron has to be, again, in a pyramid kind of shape. So I'm just going to fill up this top one here. We'll have to dig up here and place the beacon. Alright. Oh, and of course it's nighttime. We get a torch in here. Alright, so I believe if we just place it in the center of this iron now, we'll go ahead and clear this all out so we can at least see the top of the beacon here as well. If I place it in the center, it should just work whenever we put any of these resources in here. So, oh, there. I didn't even know that would work. I thought we would have to at least put a type of block inside of it. There we go. We have our beacon going up. It should be going right out of the top of our mountain now too. And I did want to show off what I was talking about in the beginning of the episode with being able to change the colors of these, so I brought some glass. And if we put this above our beacon, it should change its color. Yeah, there you can see. Let me dig this out as well. You can see it changes the color of the whole beacon to green here. But I think what I'm going to do is make it kind of rotate between colors. I'm thinking the colors of the s'more to represent my base. What better colors? And I'm going to do, I think, orange, brown, and white rotating. So I'm going to get all of that set up. I'm going to have to dig myself back up to the surface here and go get some resources, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I got our color changing system set up here now, and it took almost forever because I completely forgot that if we wanted to do brown stained clay we had to go get cocoa, and I hadn't even gone to a jungle in this world yet, so I had to go find one which was really far away. Hopefully there's another one that's closer. I'm going to have to build another portal just to get there, it's so far. But I did end up finding some cocoa so that we could dye our glass brown here. So now I've made a system here that changes the color of our beacon from brown to orange to white and just kind of rotates. So it should work when we start up our system here. I've made a repeating clock, so it's like a redstone clock that goes infinitely right here by going into repeaters that keep going into themselves. These go up and over our pistons here. With the redstone going over top of the piston, we'll activate it, and then through repeaters so that they go a little slower each time. And it ends at the top here. So once we start this up, it should work, and it should switch our colors between the three here, alternating, and it should look really cool up top, but we won't be able to see that until I dig myself back up there. Also, check out how many diamonds that we found just in this little area here, 33. Although we do have a Fortune 3 pick, so that helped out a lot. But there was still a ton of diamonds in this little area through the bottom here, beneath this beacon, and there were some in this wall here as well when I dug it out. So Pretty awesome. And we got a lot of redstone from this area too. So this has ended up working out really well for us here. So let's start this up. I'm just going to place the torch and then break it immediately here. And the pistons are going to be a little loud. Sorry about that, but just wanted to show you guys what it actually does. You can see it switches between the colors, although it looks a little too fast right now. So I'm probably going to have to tweak the actual repeaters here. Go ahead and turn this off for a second so it's not so loud. So I'm going to have to tweak the repeaters here so that it is a little slower and a smoother transition between the colors. And then I'll be up top to show you guys what it looks like up there. Ahaha! Check it out, guys. This actually looks really cool. I wanted to show it to you guys at night, although it's a little dangerous. Get rid of this guy here. I think it looks really cool. It transitions between, it goes brown and then orange and then white, and it kind of even mixes the colors as it goes through them. Looks really cool. You can see it's coming up through our pond there. Unfortunately, I did have to put a bit of glass there because it doesn't like to do the white. If it's going through water, it's kind of weird, so I'll have to find a fix for that. But it looks really cool above our base here, transitioning between all the colors of the s'more. And let's see if we can see it from a little further down our hill here. Get another view from it. Yeah, so even when you're a little further away, it still works. I did have to raise the beacon a little bit from down all the way at the bottom because apparently if it's too far away from you, it just doesn't change colors at all, so I did have to raise it a little bit. But yeah, now it works and it's really cool. Go down here into our other room. Again, I'm going to have to find a fix for this because I don't really want the glass to be coming up through the floor here. But yeah, turned out really nice, and now we have our haste effect here. So that'll help us dig faster and dig out tunnels and do everything else around our base a little faster. So pretty awesome. So let's get to work on our rabbit village now so we can get some more stuff done here. Alright, so I got the beginning of our rabbit village going on, and you can already see there was a rabbit up there, and I've got a little bit of a tunnel system going through our ceiling of our base here now as well. I'll go... Yeah, they're already using the tunnel. So here's our rabbit village for now. It's just the beginning, so I'm going to be making it a lot bigger later on. But I wanted to make a couple small buildings here just to get an idea of what I would want to do later on for some building ideas. So you can see you've got like our basic little house here. And this would be the door here, and they have little trees. And I'm using gates to look like an entryway here for this guy's house. And we've got another house over here using slabs on the ceiling. I made them a little beach and pool area here. And then this guy is kind of like the rich rabbit of the neighborhood, I guess. He's got the 2-story with the window and the garage door. I think it turned out pretty cool though. It's a pretty cute little village for our rabbits here. And here is the entrance to their tunnel system here. So if they ever want to, they can go out here and adventure around, which they seem to like pretty well. Go ahead and show you guys where that goes. So where this guy's headed here, it goes over here. Oh, there's already one over here as well. So these guys really like the tunnel system. So this one goes outside here. And it goes out here so that they can get some sunlight, see the world, you know, don't want to keep them trapped up in a little cave forever. So they can come out here and go around the outside of our mountain base here. And then they come back through, and it connects back up to the front of their tunnel system here. So I think it's a pretty good start though for our rabbit village here. And later on I'll be expanding it so that they have more buildings, like a little town hall or something like that. And get some more types of small greenery in here. I don't know about grass because that kind of it's kind of as tall as they are. But I do like the little trees. It does look like trees that are their size. So yeah, I think it turned out pretty cool. And it'll be awesome to actually expand it and come up with more building ideas because these buildings are really fun to make. Since you kind of have to think on a smaller scale and try to think of things that look like smaller things, it's kind of rough, but I think these turned out really good so far. So yeah, now that we got that started, I can start to go finish some of the other projects around the base. You know, normally I would say that rain in Minecraft is pretty annoying, but it's actually really cool when it's something like rain coming in from the top of a cave that you're in, kind of like this. Just seems really cool, or like something you would see in a movie or something, like the mystical cave with the water dripping in from the top of wherever it's coming from, or something like that. I don't know, it just seems kind of cool when it's in here, as opposed to when you go outside and all you see is rain. You just hear way too loud of a sound for it as well. So I've just been finishing up our mineshaft here, by the way. I was just getting a little bit of an area here, so it looks like where we would bring up our minecart and where we would drop off our coal or our iron or any of those things. This is kind of like the stop-off point or the collection point for our mining system here. And I've got a little bit of tracks set up here and some stone. And David had made a really good point in a comment on the last video about how mineshafts generally have a lot more exposed stone in them, and the only time that they would use something like wood is to block off an area that's already been mined. Because in my last video I was just putting the planks like that, I was doing them on all the sides here, but he made a really good point that it would have exposed stone. It makes a lot more sense, and I do really like it this way. It opens it up a lot more. So now that it's 5 wide instead of 3 wide, so it just looks a lot bigger the whole way down. And it does look a lot more like an actual mineshaft would, where you would have the exposed stone on all the sides here. So thanks for that tip there. And I've gone ahead and went through all the way down here. I did do a couple spots where we're blocking off the sides to kind of act like the areas where we've already mined behind there. So we're kind of finished there and we closed it off. And the rest of it I've just gone down, dug it open. And like I said, it really opens it up now that we're doing it 5 wide. It's going to be really cool when it's finished up, when it has the minecart tracks going up and down it. And in this natural cave system, I just left it as it was. Since it's natural, we don't really need to put support structures in here, since it's obviously holding itself up just fine. And then I went down and continued the rest of it down here, doing our support structures and our ceiling. And I did kind of like, I just threw cobblestone here to kind of act like an area where we had a cave in, and we didn't block it off, so we're just leaving it where kind of like the rocks tumbled down while we were mining there, so we're just not going there anymore or something like that. And kept it going down. And towards the bottom here I added a little bit more of our blocked off areas, because this is where we would be mining a lot more often. And then we just stopped it here because again we found a natural cave and there's lava here, so both of those things are kind of trouble when you're using wood. But for now I think it turned out really nice. I think it looks good going up and down. The wood gives a good feeling to it, and you get a feeling that the support structures are actually keeping this thing up. And again, I do like the openness of it now. So the next thing that we need to do for this is eventually, when we start using this strip mine to actually mine, we're going to put minecart tracks all the way up and down this, including power tracks, and we're going to be doing a fully automated system of minecarts here so that we can just dump off whatever we mine down there, and the carts will come up here and drop off their goods and possibly sort them later on as well. But for now I think it's pretty much finished as far as looks go. We'll just have to finish the minecart track later on as well. Well, I'm really glad we added these tunnel systems for our rabbits here, because they apparently love it. They're almost always in the tunnels way more often than they are in the actual village that we built them over there. And I'm thinking maybe later on we'll do something like a recess period for these guys, like we'll close off the tunnel system from their village during the night or the day or on a timer, and then we'll open it for them later on so that they can come out and do whatever they wanted to do. It'd just be something fun to add to the system here. But yeah, they definitely seem to appear like they want to go outside a lot more often or get to the sunlight or something. I wonder if that's a thing. But anyways, I wanted to say a couple of things here before we end our episode. And that is that I wanted to thank everyone again, all of the viewers, commenters, subscribers, everyone. Thank you all for all of your support. I can't thank you guys enough. It means a lot to me just getting the views and the subscribers and all of that stuff. And if you are just viewing my videos, I would appreciate if you do, really appreciate if you do leave likes or if you subscribe, since those are the things that let me know that you guys are liking these and that you want to see more videos. And everyone, if you can, don't be afraid to leave comments. I do really appreciate your comments. I want to hear from you guys, and I make it a point to reply to all of the comments that I get in my channel. So again, don't be afraid. If you want to say anything, no matter what it is, I'll hear it, I'll read it, and I will definitely reply to you and get back to you with whatever if you have a question or if you're just talking about the video, I'll definitely make sure to reply to you guys. So again, thank you all a whole bunch, and as far as this episode goes, thanks for watching, guys. Have an excellent day. Whoop. And see you later.